Okay, so I'm sharing my screen and I'm in inspiration corner. And I am bringing up, I'm, this is a cool way to show you guys how to search for it because there's a lot here and it could be a little bit overwhelming to people. Um, I suggest always starting in the club at the top here. This is kind of where it gives a rundown of all of the, oh boy, hold on, of all of the channels and everything. So this is a good place to start, and you can click on all of these. This is Burn Club Plus. So this is all of the cool things I can pop into there later, but I did want to show the stunning inspiration corner that Goen shared. So I'm using the search bar up here, and I remember she was talking about torch work. So I typed in torch, and this is her thing came up. And look at this, like how beautiful.
Oh my
That's
goodness.
all done with a hand, like butane Dremel. I wish there was a bigger photo of that, but it's gonna go into YouTube. Um,
Yes. Oh
it's
wow.
so beautiful. Like that gradient on the
Mm-hmm.
person's face is divine, like
Mm-hmm.
perfection. And even closer
And
up.
how does he does the eyes and the eyelashes?
So right now they're taking a small tiny flame. Well, I wonder if you'll be able to see it. I hope it doesn't slow down too much. Um,
Mm,
so
yeah, I can see a little bit. Oh, he uses stuff to block it.
yes,
Oh,
so
that's how he
you
controls the
take metal.
lines.
Yeah,
Oh my goodness. He's doing it by sections. He
right.
still looks smooth and perfect. He's good. Where is he located?
I don't know.
Oh, he's using paper?
So pretty. Okay, I'm gonna pause it because it's very distracting and I can't hear. I'm not sure where this person is. We'd have to go into the YouTube. I can share that in
Mm-hmm.
the live stream thing, in the description when I leave it in the live. But I'm just blown away. This is makes me equally want to get a torch and not to get a torch because I've tried torch work. Let me tell you, on a large scale, and
Oh wow. Oh
it is
wow.
it is hard
It is very hard. Yes.
because it's kind of like nothing. Oh, it's burning like and black. Like
Yeah.
this one I used this, so I have much less control. Like they of course have the
Tiny
handheld
one.
one, so it's a lot smaller, and I want to get that one and try it out, but it's beautiful. Like here I put screws. I
Yeah.
stood up a screw on the end and then I laid it down. So like you can make shapes and imagine like a forest, when you have the little dots of light everywhere, to
Mm-hmm.
start with that and then burn on top of that.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Too many options.
Yes, yes. Wow. I mean, I know I saw one time there's these small butane torches for cooking, like bakery. They do stuff with the fire
Yes. Yeah, that's
and they're more
probably very
gentle
similar.
and smaller. So I was like, yeah, I can try that. That's at least a little bit less scary. Because I'm scared of the fire. I'm like, I'm gonna end up burning the forest in my backyard. So it's like, I don't want to do this.
I I got a torch that is
Oh
from the
my
ground to
Lord.
my chest.
Oh my
So
goodness. It's like a flamethrower.
it is, and it was so much fun. And like I wouldn't use it unless I'm doing a huge project, but
Yeah.
my brother is a lighting designer, and he and I want to combine our talents, and like I want to wood burn stuff. And he's like, well, first I wanted to make it a charred look and have like on the inside, he wants to have it look like it's been burned.
Mhm.
And on the outside, he wants like intricate, delicate detail. So first we need to get the inside because that part's not, you can't control that you need to just burn it and have it, which is part of the beauty. Um,
Yeah.
and to do it fast, like we're not going to sit there with a torch. So to do it fast, I got a big one that connects to a propane, and this is the tool I would choose if I had to like protect my house from zombies or from animals. Or
Oh, well, I
I
don't know.
found it so powerful.
Yeah, I would say if you have a forest, throwing flames to zombies is a bad idea because you're gonna end up burning the whole place.
Burning the forest down, yeah. Yeah, we'd have to be careful, but it would definitely scare them, scare
Oh
animals
yeah.
at least or something. So but it's fun. It's fun. It's very powerful and
Yeah, in video games, I like to always use the flamethrower to kill the zombies. It's my
nice.
favorite because they go like
Yeah,
burning.
they just burn. I love it.
Let me
So,
see if we have
so yes.
any.
So that's the torch. That's the torch for.
Yo, Chuck is here.
Yay! Hi, Chuck. Yay!
I'm gonna ask him if he wants to join in.
All right. While you're typing, I'm gonna quickly just like pop through these channels so people can have an idea of what's in the club. Oh, by the way, this is Discord. These are where your direct messages live. When I have direct messages, oh, Chuck wrote to me. Burn Club is a wood slice. To get to the club on Discord, to see where you click. And then the channels are all something different and unique. Like the Pyro Lounge is where we hang out and chat. Sandra shared this link to the stream right now. So that's how Chuck knew how to get there. But this is a fun, just like big watering hole chat space. Maker Spotlight is a forum. So it's not a chat space, which means we have individual posts, and this channel specifically meant to share who we are, share our um, businesses, and that's part of Burn Club too. Is that it's not just like come here and talk bird burning. I want to learn who you are, and if you're selling your art or if you're making it for fun. That's I welcome affiliate links. I welcome like your storefront if you're selling something. So it's a place of promotion and getting to know each other and spreading the news of pyrography. Um, Burn challenges live here. This is fun because right now our burn challenge is new nib. And
I'm
Sandra, did you
excited.
see
I'm
the new
excited.
nibs that I've made?
No.
I made little heart nibs.
Oh, wow, they're cool. Oh, I want to see the tool.
And
Oh
then
my goodness.
I tried to make a star, but it's
Well, it looks like a
really
star.
hard. And they're and I made a swirl too, and like here's the nib, but it was
Oh, wow. And how do you manage to do the pins parallel to hook it into
with
the thing?
with painstaking patience. Um I try to get one in and then I kind of move the other one in and do it. It's a little bit easier than you would think. You
Oh,
just
okay.
have to be super fine motor. Um, my wire is too thin, so the whole thing heats up in a weird way. And
Mm,
but Zona made some heart nibs, and she was able to make it with it touching, so there's no opening space because I don't like how there's like a little space
yeah.
in between because the wire
Hmm.
has to go down. But hers,
Yeah.
she folded it over and it's thick enough that the heat goes through the whole entire thing. So she's got a perfect
Oh.
heart. It was
Oh.
so much fun. And we've filed down nibs to make them sharp and it was great.
That was
Um,
yesterday, the session that I missed. Oh,
yes, that was
oh,
yesterday. That's okay. I have a feeling we're going to be doing it again because I want to
I
get the right
want.
wire and I'm
Mhm.
determined to make a star that is like sharp on the edges. So it's going to be a lot of work, but how cool would a star like that? Razor tip doesn't even have that. So,
No, no, I haven't seen the stars or
you've seen,
hearts. I haven't seen. No,
right?
yeah, nobody does that.
Unless it's a branding tool, which it's not.
Yeah, yeah, a
Why would you
branding
want to pay that
tool,
much
but
money
that's
for?
handmade. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let
So
me look at the pyro lunch.
This,
Oh,
this is where I'll just keep going so I can turn this off and start burning on my
is
gourd.
that
But
for real? The shoes?
yes,
No way.
this is Zona's work.
Sona did that in real shoes?
She's
Oh
the
my God, I love
real
it.
shoes,
Oh,
right?
how did she manage to not get it on fire?
Low and steady.
Oh, good Lord, this woman
And
has
she's
the
like, should I sell
patience.
these or should I keep
Yes,
these? I'm like, you keep them and then you make 100 more and you sell them because they're
yes,
stunning and so unique. And
yes,
imagine
I
you can
agree.
stain, maybe have colors in there. I don't know if that would work, but
Well,
yeah,
actually, yes, you're gonna stain them. Yeah. Wow, that's my favorite. That I would buy
yeah, very
because
cool,
that's
right?
so unique.
And then they're
Yeah,
custom. So if you say like I want my name on it or your business logo or something, I don't know why you'd want a business logo, but why not?
I can totally see it. Oh, I love the sloth.
Yeah, so here, oh, that's a different challenge, but I'll show everyone here if you want to look for a specific one, like the one we did last time was alternative surface. You just click on the tag here, and only alternative surface burns will come. So we got
Oh,
lasagna,
pistachio.
pistachios,
Oh my goodness.
um, shoes. I don't know. Oh, mine's here. I'm still working on mine.
Yes, the gourd.
Yeah, gourd.
That's cool. The
We
gourd
have a
looks
few
super
gourds.
amazing.
So that's it's a work in progress, and I'm probably gonna still post it here. Why not? But okay, so quickly go through because now I want to burn on my gourd. So burning questions, same, you can search here, ask a question, or look through the tags. These two are our galleries where we share what we've burned, what we're working on. Pyro Toasty Talks is Zona and Brian's podcast where they talk about entrepreneurship, wood burning, the combination of the two. So that's really cool because we chat about what we want to hear in the future, what we've heard of in the past, and like it's fun. It's good. It's good conversation. There's templates here for people to grab. You can look for
Oh
if you want
wow.
to look for free ones or if you want to look for beginner friendly, like just use the tags here. Tried and true are resources. One of my favorite gems here is the freebie, the what's it called? Um, royalty free reference photos. So there's a list of all these royalty free
Oh wow.
photos that you can use as reference images.
They sent that already?
Ooh.
We're building that all the
Or
time, and I'm adding to it all the time so that can grow. People can add to it too as they find burners and tools. This is where we share, like somebody actually bought a blowtorch and they love it, so that's fantastic. The tools that we love and also the tools that we don't love, because there's there's a few that are like melted on somebody, or there's a few that just doesn't heat up. Yeah, Zona had hers melt on her. There's a few that just don't heat up properly. Wooden surfaces, where to get them in the UK, in America, in Canada, all the things. Tried and true. So we only put stuff here that we've actually purchased from, and that helps really vet out whether they're good or not. So we've got a history channel that we just made. Someone in the club suggested that because they found an antique wood burning when they actually used to burn with real benzene, like gas, actual flame. So we just started to gather a place for that. Inspiration corner is just all random stuff of inspiration, from techniques to images to motivation, all these things. Art soup is where we talk about art that is perhaps not specifically wood burning, but like people are doing chemistry in here. We're sharing our just random stuff, I guess. That's the cats shouldn't belong here. We have a furography channel for animals because we have a lot of pet lovers, and birds, dogs, cats, guinea pigs, tons of different animals, but people like to talk about their animals, so we made a space for that. And that's Burn Club, and it's all free, and there's no pressure to show up in any specific way. You can peruse, you can chat, you can not chat. Like this, that's the intention, is to be kind of like free and easy about it. Burn Club Plus is here, and it's there's some businessy kind of, we have custom orders where we have custom orders coming in from the world, and anybody in Burn Club Plus can claim them. What I like about this is that we've been actually talking about this, the orders that we've been taking, so that's really helpful to learn how other people are handling custom orders, what they're doing for it, pricing your art, just business topics. AI, so phenomenal. Thank you, Sandra, for pushing this channel because we're sharing all the things AI that can help our workflows, our systems, our business, our art, and all of the things that are supporting us and making everything faster and easier. Creative side quests is any kind of projects, because artists don't stick to one topic or one medium. This is all just a bunch of different projects that everyone's doing. Symmetry art is just a bunch of radial symmetry art. I am obsessed with radial symmetry, so I needed a place to kind of put it, but it's for everyone. Anyone and everyone can put their artwork on here, no matter what medium. Presence practice is a exercises for being present, mindfulness, different kinds of tips and tools for mindfulness and for mental health, kind of space to just get inspiration and ideas on how to be more mindful. And then these three are also my favorite little zone here. Plus templates is just a bunch of different templates that are that I'm sharing, that friends are sharing, and we have value maps. Again, thanks to Sandra, you push this to be able to see what gradients and stuff to burn on, and we've got outlines and all that stuff. Outlines channel is where we take an outline of mine and people burn and make their own version of it. Yes, this is John, specifically Circle 8 Pyrography, and he's such a good artist. He just recently started playing with decofoil. His artwork spins and turns, and there's mirrors in it. So good. And it's so cool to see what I drew and then him take it to another level. Like, you can see elements of mine in it, but because he took it to make it his style, then that's just super cool to see. And there's tons of different ones. We've done snowflakes, folk art kind of vibe. So all of these are free templates for anyone in Burn Club Plus, and they're royalty free, so anyone can use them however they want. You can sell them too, just not the templates themselves. And then collaboration. You look like you want to say something.
Yeah, to me it looks like you drew these templates. That is not AI, right?
Correct. Yes. So plus templates, there is a few AI templates here, and I'm going to be making more of them because why not? I like to use AI to quicken the process. Like, this is a picture of my cat, and I used AI to make it into an outline, and I'm more than happy to share all of these. We've got other friends trying out the same. It was actually from an open studio where we played around with AI to be able to transfer images of our pets and our people and our things to make it something that we can trace easier versus either tracing the actual image or doing it from just looking at it or using Adobe or whatever people were using before, and it does it a lot faster. Instructions are in the recordings too for people, but yes, these specific ones are my personal artwork. Thank you for mentioning that. That's all these radial symmetry patterns are near and dear to my heart. So seeing people burn on them is even just that much more special. And I will never put AI radial symmetry in here. So that you can be sure of. That's my baby. Collaboration. We're talking about making a big collaborative piece. So far we have 6 people, and we're going to do a radial symmetry pattern that everyone's going to have a piece in. And so at the end, it's going to be like this cool radial symmetry pattern, but that everyone worked on. So I'm really excited for that. Burn flows are really cool. Also, none of it is AI. This is all my work, and I experiment and practice with different textures, with different techniques, with different nibs. And so you can go into the tags here and you can say, I want to work on something really hard. So you say challenge accepted, or you want to work, you only have a ball nib. So you go into ball nib and all of the textures with ball nib comes up, and you can use that to practice. The intention here is to practice using the burner, but also to practice mindfulness. Like, we're not rushing through this. This isn't meant for a commission piece. This is meant to be just feeling the wood, just being in the moment and using it as a mindfulness practice. And burn alongs. This is also real people here joining us in the channel to teach us about how to burn in their style. So this gourd that I'm burning on, Jen Avery came on last month, and she went through every single step of how to burn on it. She did burn a realistic one. I love that you said gourds are better for realism. She's a phenomenal artist, and her work is stunning. And we saw this little owl come to life from nothing. So that was really cool. She gives us links. I always include all the links to anything that people talk about, any of where to find her and all these people. So it's cool. It's cool to learn about new artists and also burn alongside them and us. And then open studio recordings or anything else that is not pyrography, super pyrography, burn along related. So we talked about affiliate work. We did a book review, and we did like we've had tons and tons of unique, fun, random sessions. And of course, I give a transcription, a summary transcription in all of them, and links to all the books that we talked about so you can find them, and links to all of the products or exercises or whatever. So, and then the Pyro Plus Lounge is just a lounge where it's a little bit more private, and we're often talking about like businessy stuff, collaboration stuff, kind of more things that we want a smaller audience perhaps for. So I feel like that's kind of the gist of Burn Club Plus. It's $20 a month, and it is gives you all these things. I'm adding things every single month, every single week. Things are growing. Everybody in Burn Club's growing the space, telling me what you guys want, and I try to make that happen. So I feel like it's the heart of the community. And yeah, I just added all these emoticons too, and it's just been such a nice like eye opener and easier to find things. So I'm gonna stop sharing my screen because I think that's it. I feel like I could talk for hours.
Basia, I wanted to point out 2 things that I noticed is that did they change the name from Pyrography to Photography, or is a different channel?
Nope, that's the same one. And it was always for, oh, you know what? We changed it at the kind of a long time ago because at the beginning it was purography because we started talking about cats. But then somebody's like, hey, that's not really fair because dogs don't purr, birds don't purr. So somebody said, how about fur? And that's the next closest thing to pyrography, but it's not cat oriented and it's just including all animals. I
Yeah,
love
I
it.
do. I was
Okay,
confused
okay,
for a
okay.
moment. I was like, I remember a purr
So-
somewhere. Okay.
Well,
And then I have a question. Well, not a question, like an insight. Have you seen this is a moment of celebration? Have you seen how much co-creation and expansion there is in that channel, that community that you created? That in the beginning you were like, oh, I'm unsure, and now look at this big
It's
universe. There's a ton of good stuff in there, right?
yeah, I didn't even like open all of the stuff because there's just so much and I've like it's already half an hour I've been talking about it and I didn't open anything. You're right. And like people are sharing so much and people are giving so much information and what I love is that anytime somebody has a question and they ask it, people the like multiple people come in and it's not just me, it's just everybody comes together and really helps the person out. Like when someone had the emergency when they did the lacquer and they used oil based instead of water based and she's just like what do I do and then we all just jumped in and we helped her and she figured it out and it worked and so like it's a peace of mind when you're starting out and yeah the collaborations the support the love everything has been beyond my wildest imagination and I'm so grateful for that. I'm so happy.
Yeah, and I didn't even know all the things existed myself because I go to the same places usually,
Yeah.
and now it's like, oh my God, they have a cool ton of, tons of cool stuff in here that I haven't even been aware of. So now I need to go and jump in and look at it.
Right. And that's the thing too, like sure the channels are generally staying the same. I'm adding a few as it evolves, but those are pretty much the same, but the content and how much is added and how much people are talking is growing every single day. Like there's just so much being grown and you can come back in a week and there will be so much new stuff. So yeah, you gotta you and you don't have to keep up. You can just come in and search for things as when you need it, or you can just come out on a regular basis and hang out and it's very chill and easy and meant to be kind of nice and just helpful, community oriented, nice and yeah,
Yeah, and restorative because it takes a lot of the craziness and the nonsense that people are selling you online. And it's like none of that stuff works. This is what works, and this is why it works, right? So it
yeah.
saves you a ton of time and a ton of disappointment and frustration. Like the girl with the polish, the nail. Is it like a polish nail or something? She put some
Uh,
paint.
yeah, the finish, the lacquer finish.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine putting hours and hours of your time doing your piece and you make a little small mistake that's going to ruin it and not having any help. And believe me, ChatGPT is going to take you in the wrong places. I guarantee you that.
That's the thing too. And it's so sure about everything. So you're like, cool, I'll do this. And then it's like, no, 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 no. Hold on, because it doesn't know the full context and it doesn't actually know what's going to happen if you try to it kept actually that's kind of it's excellent that you mentioned that because at one point somebody did use ChatGPT and say here's what ChatGPT said to do and it kept telling her to sand it down but she has intricate flowers on it like this piece was massive it was a number sign for a house so it was really huge and all along the outside was beautiful floral detail if she sanded it down that lacquer would have still been in her letters and she would have just been like scratching it up and it would be a disaster so yes you're right chat gpt is not always the answer, especially when it's so confident, like, yes, you should do this. And no, talk to humans. Get ideas there, but
I think in the future we need to build our own pyrography thinking model.
you're onto something. I like it. I like it.
So Chuck wants me to tell you, Chuck was typing in the comments and he said, this room that Basia is in looks like a dungeon where someone slips in food from time to time under the door, yelling at you to get back to work.
I'd be lucky if somebody fed me here. Unfortunately, I'm just stuck in this dungeon and not being fed. Yes, this is my disaster of a garage, and it is cold and
like a dungeon.
like a dungeon. Everything is hard. Actually, I do have a heated blanket, so there is some hope and warmth. It's probably the only reason why I can stay here long enough to like survive. But I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
But I tell him, and she keeps charts of the process because I see on the paper, it looks like you have maps and diagrams of what you do in the dungeon.
My escape plan for when I have enough energy to do it. Oh my goodness, I love it. I love it.
Then Chuck said, the background is perfect for Burn Club, dark room where ideas come to life.
Yes, this is my little corner of wood burning. I mean, there's it goes on and on and on, and there's so much wood, and I mean, you can't just not have wood. You see a piece of wood and you can't just say no after you know all the things that you can do on it. So yes, it's organized hoarding at its best.
Well, to me, it looks cool because it says that you're a prolific artist, that you're always doing things, right? Instead of if you look at my office space, there's not much going on.
That's true. That's true. But you do have a studio, and it's actually it's still pretty neat and nice. So, but you are
that my mind is so disorganized that I need the space that counterbalance my mind because I go into so many places at once, and I was like, I need a place that actually anchors me. That's going to keep me from sidetracking again and again and again. And you know, like a ChatGPT, when the context window goes off and then it just rumbles crap.
Yeah. You're like, no, stop, please. Yeah. Did you ever actually, now that we're talking about your studio, did you ever end up making that shelf for your paints? Did you ever end up doing anything for that? Because you were really you had a lot of little paints, and
I haven't yet because first I need to buy the paints to justify to my husband that he needs to build the thing to hold the paints. He told me, when you have the paints, we're going to talk, because that's going to happen like in 5 years. I'm not going to work on anything until it is a fact.
You know, I guess that makes sense. Fine. Somebody has to kind of stay accountable or realistic, right? Like, fine, I guess.
Yeah, and actually I've been studying thinking about getting acrylics to do the value work, the grisage effect. And then I'm going to buy oil paintings, like really nice colors, quality colors, to put on top of it with the like veils and glazes, kind of the old classic style. But I should start with acrylic paintings and have different types of blacks, different types of whites, and experiment with that range of nuance and subtlety. And then after I have that really consolidated, I can go for the expensive pigments, because I was looking at this store online that is called Natural Pigments, really high quality oil paintings.
Yeah.
But girl, I was buying like small little things like this, small tubes this size, and I put maybe like 50 different little colors, and it amounted to more than $2,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
But they go
So
a long way, don't they? Like,
yeah, they last forever, and the pigment quantity is so strong that you only put a little bit and it's going to look very potent, very saturated. So
yes.
that's why I was like, if I'm going to spend the money, first, I don't want to have like a gallon of paint that is really bad quality.
Yeah.
I'd rather have something small that's not taking much of my office space. Oh my goodness,
Right.
I need to stop moving my hands. I'm driving the thing crazy.
Oh,
My
do you want
camera,
to do you want to, I don't know if you can like pin it onto the gourd because I'll
yeah, pin the gourd, because right now people in YouTube are seeing my camera
so
instead of
I
the
did
gourd.
pin it. How do I
Did you pin it? Because I don't see a pin. Yeah, I'm looking at YouTube. So if it's pinned, it should show.
stop video,
Okay.
just mute, remove pin, spotlight for everyone, maybe that.
Oh, now it is working. Now I can see the. Well, the video is frozen. Oh gosh.
No, I'm not moving.
Ah, okay.
I'm just processing. That's literally what I'm doing. Um, and of course there's a 30-second delay, so I don't know if it's working or not.
Well, I can see the gourd now.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's in the main screen, but I cannot see our faces. I can only see the the gourd.
Just the gourd. Oh, okay. Well, let's go with that. I think we've seen our faces for long enough. um, yay. Okay, good. Oh, Chuck is saying something. Tell this to Basia. By the way, I'm not throwing shade about your dungeon. I love it. Yes, a good dungeon is crucial for the artistic flow and the artistic expression, because I'm not worried. I love, Sandra, your organization, and I love your desire for keeping your space organized so that it can anchor you. But for me, I'm scared to get messy in that kind of place because I would have expensive stuff and I would be, you know, kind of nervous. Not the quality of the paints. I think that's important to have good quality tools, good quality paints. We actually had this conversation in the club recently about how children always get poopy materials, and then we wonder how many children do not become artists because of that, right? Because it's so hard to draw with a pencil crayon that just doesn't work. And I feel like that's the same with the space. The messier the space is, the more freedom I have to throw a torch on and not worry that I'm going to ruin something. Or I mean, to each his own. So yeah, don't worry, Chuck. I am not taking any offense to my dungeon state. I adore it in here. The door is open a little bit because I'm wood burning, but in the summer, the garage door is one whole wall of here. I have the whole thing open and I see the nature, and I have a swing here that my daughter swings on while I burn, and sometimes she joins me. So it's a little dungeon of happiness. Sounds so weird to say, but it's true.
Yeah, and it's good that you brought that up,
We are gonna be
because
doing also
when I was a
our
kid,
medicine.
my parents bought me
And that's
expensive
gonna be- we
paintings and
decided,
supplies,
let's say
and
we
they
do something
really
like-
spoiled me in that sense.
So amendments.
And then
If they submit one,
when I had to go to these
and we
craft and
haven't
art classes,
that
I was
amendment yet.
incapable of using
If they
the
submit
stuff that
another
the
amendment,
other kids were using, because it was so bad and I was not accustomed to
potentially
it, that I got
we-
frustrated,
we
and I
might
said to
have
my
to
parents,
amend
I'd rather
just
paint at
one
home with my
submission.
stuff,
It's in
because I
there,
can
people
control
say,
it better and I get
anyway,
better
like-
results than wasting my time playing with crayons and playing with stuff that is so bad quality that you cannot make anything at least to the quality level that I wanted.
No, or
With those
yeah,
materials. And
either
as
way,
you
Yeah.
said,
either way.
people are
So
going to
let's
get
say that it's different
disappointed
approach. Let's say
because
one
they are
element,
trying
one
hard
element
to get a
right
result,
away,
and then they
Yeah.
think it's their fault when in reality it's the tool that they're using that is
Does that
really poor
necessarily-
quality.
Yeah, exactly. It makes such a difference. I've gotten like gifts when Mika was little with like these art sets. That's the worst too, when it's an art set and it's a whole like pencil, crayons, and paint and watercolor. Look at all the things you get in here, but each one of them is so cheap and so bad that the pencil crayons or colored pencils, like Americans call them. I wonder what it's called in Europe, what they call them. Those ones are the worst because they're almost like they don't even leave a mark. And it's just like, what's the point of any of this if it's just gonna be not working at all? I'd rather get one tiny set of pencil crayons that are really good, like your oils that will last you and that they're satisfying to use and they work really well, and then just not have so much. I don't know. I mean, I guess you have to experiment with some, but yeah, I'm a big believer of even getting, you don't have to go for $100 a tube, like super, super, super expensive, but definitely not the cheapest of the cheap. That's, I don't even know why they make those things.
Well, because they know that kids are going to get excited looking at the pretty color on the outside. The box is pretty. They think it's going to work. They spend the money and then they never use it, which is the case in my house. I have a box full of these school crayons that my kids bring home and they never play with them because they're so awful. But somebody made a sale because it's like, oh, look at the pretty box. Chuck is trying to clean himself from the outrageous comments he made, and he's saying that I want a dungeon. My shed is a scatter all over the place.
Even for the UI perspective.
Welcome to the Dungeon Club. I love it. We all are living in our dungeons. Zona has a dungeon too. I know she does. So it's dungeon living. You know, Sandra, you can even call your studio a dungeon. It's just a really like
it's a cabin on the woods.
High-end dungeon, a luxurious dungeon. Yeah,
our Airbnb in the woods.
Yeah, yes, I love it. I'll take that over dungeon. No, I love this. I love this garage. It definitely needs an organize, but when it's warmer outside and I get to open the doors and just burn with all the nature in front of me, I'm a happy camper.
And like today, the weather here is so good that I'm gonna go to my art studio just to open the doors and be in the springtime, because the springtime is only like 2 hours in North Carolina, and after that is summer.
It's a really, really fast, so you got to enjoy it while it lasts. That's funny. Oh, this, yeah. I don't love spring for that. It's always unknown, and like yesterday I scraped ice off my windshield because it snowed and it was really, really cold, and that really, really sucked. So sorry, this keeps moving around and that's super annoying. I'm gonna get
I have to check out the door. I'm gonna be back in 2 minutes.
Okay. I am going to keep on burning on this gourd. This was so much fun to burn on with Jen Avery. She is a gourd artist, and our challenge last month, I'm just reading Chuck's. We're all dragons in our dungeons. Oh, Chuck, you said you wanted to do dragon characters of each of us before, and you're saying it again. So you're putting it out in the universe. I would love a dragon character that sits and burns wood in the dungeon. It's very appropriate because dragons breathe fire, so like that's super appropriate for all of us pyros here. I love it. Yes, please, Chuck, do that. Do that. No pressure, but do it. Thank you, thank you. Chuck said it's looking good. My idea is to go from I did swirls, kind of inspired by Jen Avery's um, owl design, which she had swirls on. And then my idea was to go from swirls to slowly getting into very sharp lines so that it's like just very opposite on the other side. I'm going to shade these in as the same as here so the contrast is the same. But that is the idea between the two. And yeah, last month our challenge was alternative surfaces. And as we looked in the club, there were shoes, there was pistachios, lasagna, lots of gourds. And I didn't have time to finish this, so I'm going to submit it eventually. But I chose to burn on gourds. And as a feature artist, we had Jen Avery come on, and she taught us everything about burning on gourds, which was really cool because well, first of all, I wouldn't have picked up a gourd to burn on if it wasn't for that challenge or for the open studio with her. And if I did, I would have just done a lot of things differently. And I'm glad we got her lowdown of how to burn on it. How she even talked about growing them, preparing them, drying them, what tools to use. And that recording is forever live, like forever not live, forever living in Burn Club Plus. So it's something you can go back and watch if you want to learn about that. And I'm excited to finish this and see if my idea comes up. I know Chuck needs to work on his current one is Smog. Razor tip will be Shenron.
Yeah, he names his burners like dragons.
I mean, I guess it makes sense. They're really hot and evil, and dragons aren't evil, but
I wish I had more than one, but I can call my pens and my nibs names, right? So I'm gonna go like a little bit here into I'm gonna call my favorite one the Starks. And so then I just want to confirm that for the name, I'm gonna go Game of Thrones through all the families.
Yes.
The most based on the families.
I love that.
Chuck is asking if you named your burner.
I don't. I haven't named my burner. I should. I guess I have a lot of burners and a lot of different companies, and that's thanks to lots of sponsorships. When we did the summit, we got a lot of stuff to try, and also Rachel, when she moved to Australia, she gave me a bunch of her burners. So I would need more names than just what's in Game of Thrones. What I'm wondering, I'm not good at naming things either. Like I would name it like Burner One. No, that's too boring. I have to get my daughter to name them.
I'm gonna call mine Khaleesi.
How?
Khaleesi.
Khaleesi. Yes. See, there you go. All right. Next stream, I'm gonna have at least my main burner named.
Chuck has a job now. He's gonna make dragon avatars for all of us.
Then it's the same. Okay.
Yes. Chuck wants to name it. Is he asking to help to name it or to ask?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes. Then yes, I would love help naming it. I remember we made the community book of templates, and I had like 7 radial symmetry patterns in there, and they were like Art Deco vibes, folk art vibes, snowflake vibes. And Rachel got so mad. She's like, listen, you can't do that. this just you can't do that. And I'm like, I don't have the capacity to give things names. I'm gonna name it like mushrooms or like rainbows. Like my phone's name is Rainbow, but that's because I had to name it so it can connect to my car. The burner you use, is it the original? It is not. The burner I'm using is my razor tip SK, and the original, actually the wire in the back um kind of got frayed because my original one is 15 years old and I just stopped using it last year because of the fraying electrical cords in the back, which nothing happened. I'm gonna get it fixed because it is the OG. But right now I'm using the little guy, the SK. But OG will eventually come back. Although I don't know, I'm so happy with this one. It's smaller. It's easy to, I changing nibs is super easy. I don't need to have more than one plugged in. So yeah, I'm so curious as what what Chuck is going to name it. One thing that Jen Avery suggested while you're burning on a gourd is to she uses a shelf liner so that it doesn't slip around. But I feel like even if I just use my headband, oh, that's so much better because now there's like some softness to it and it's not like slipping so hard. So I did feel it slipping a little bit.
Chuck says, name your main burner is Smoke Wawolski. Smoke for short.
Pavelski. Chuck, you are a genius. So Smoke Wawelski is like historical landmark in Poland. There's a huge history around the area in terms of like fantasy and folklore, and there's in somewhere in Poland, which I think is near Warsaw, there is a massive iron statue which is Smok Wawelski. So yes, my burner should definitely be Polish. I adore that.
You see, now you have a branding marketing assistant here at your disposal.
Yes.
In the woodburn corner.
Perfect.
Basia, just for the future, the thing that people can see on YouTube is only the pin camera, the board, so they cannot see us.
I know. So how do you like? I guess I need to figure out how to put us on there too.
I think you have to unpin it and play with the gallery views, because I know one time we were able to put 3 cameras. They have a new one called dynamic view, but you will have to unpin this one.
Breakout room support. Oh, view.
No, in the right corner where it says YouTube, there is like a gallery option, and there's a new one called dynamic. Oh yeah, I can see the 3 of us now.
Yeah, it's on gallery, but that's what it was before, and it only showed the speaker. So I wonder maybe.
No, now it's showing the 3 of us. I know for sure that my webcam is ADHD.
It's just all over the place. I love it. Let's see if I can like pin this and make it bigger. Oh, maybe because I had it pinned and it like, no, then it should have been bigger. I don't know. Anyways, you experiment and you learn, and it evolves. So
And wood burning is about making your life easier. Don't torment yourself with technology.
yes, please, that's like music to my ears. Technology is phenomenal, and it's also torturous at the same exact time. So I will just use what I need to, and then we'll go from there. It is not easy to burn on a super round surface. That's why also.
But do you feel like you get stuck in the fibers?
No, it's so much smoother than wood. It feels like the there's no grain, so there's no like bumps or interruptions. It feels like very, very smooth. I know when Chuck was burning, he said he did get stuck in some of the grooves, but his gourd that he was working on was a lot groovier. It was, I don't know if it was just a different breed or a different like species, or if it was what it was, but it was just not as smooth as mine. I got lucky. And Jen is saying like a lot of them do have different textures. But yeah, generally it's a lot smoother than wood because there's no grain. So if you sand it a pinch, then you can work with that. Oh, also Chuck said his was really, really old. So that probably also has a.
For sure.
Basia, can you go back to the other gallery view? Because right now it's only putting our faces and we look gigantic in the screen.
See what happened? I don't know why. That's so funny. Oh yeah, it just defaulted to speaker view. Weird. Fine. Technology. Let it be.
Yeah, I'm waiting to see in YouTube because there is a delay. I'm waiting to see if it would fix the. Yeah, now, okay, now we have 3 views. So what is the view that you're using to remember for the future?
It is on gallery view, but when I pin something, it switches back. I'm just trying to find if I pinned in it, stop, remove pin. It's still pinned. Oh, I think you know what I have to do? I have to force it into gallery view because it just keeps defaulting to speaker view, and then first pin it and then put it in speaker view, not the other way around. Because I put it in speaker view and then I pinned it, and then that's when our faces were bumped into speaker view. So weird. But anyways, it's almost time for us to.
Yeah, I gotta wrap because I have a class starting at noon. This
Yeah.
was awesome. What a way to celebrate my birthday.
Happy birthday!
Thank you.
So much fun. Enjoy the day.
Oh my God, I'm
Enjoy your-
43 years old. Today I'm 43.
43 years young.
Yes. But with wisdom.
We can.
A lot of wisdom.
That's right.
Well, thank you so much. And send it to
Yeah,
the
we can
people
only fill
on the
to the-
newsletter. They're gonna love it because you
I
gave so
will.
much good information
Yeah.
out there. Well,
Mhm.
see you, Vasha. Thank
Bye.
you.
Thank you.